Good morning.
Good morning.
Today we are going to discuss about a very interesting subject, that only one thing every human being is afraid of, every being afraid of is death. And only thing which is inevitable that will come in the life of the being is death. Now, how to handle this situation? So how to face the death? That we will study here. A great sage, Shukadeva, he'll be giving the answer to a great king who was also fearless. The Saikan of the Pandavas, king, and pardon? The Saikan of the Pandavas, he is going to ask this question. But before that, as usual, let us offer our respect to the Supreme Lord. Shantakaram Bhujagashayanam Padmanabham Shuresham Vishwadharam Gagana Sadrisham Meghabarnam Shubhangam Lakshmi Kantam Kamalanayanam Yogi Vidhyanagamyam Bande Vishnu Haram Sarvalokaika Natham. This question was asked by King Parikshit. Why? Because he was cursed by a Brahmana that he will die on the 7th day of the curse. And the Brahmana came and announced that to him. King, we have already heard, we have already read that particular portion that he did a mistake. And when he came back, he was going on repenting, why have I done that? That is the work of the Maya, deluding. Sometimes the great people also make mistakes. And after that, when you are repenting, that won't do, that won't help, because each and every action will have the opposite reaction. Whatever you have done, the result will come back. Now Parikshit, he was thinking, I have done a mistake. Shall I go and beg pardon? What to do and how to go and request him not to be angry with me. But in the meantime, one person came and he told the Parikshit, you have been cursed by his son, a very powerful Brahmin, and you will die from today on the 7th day. And there is no fail, nobody can save you. And how you will die? Takshaka, the most venomous snake, will come and bite you. And what the king did, he could make a room in such a way that it cannot come, and using all the guards all over. He didn't do that. That is the speciality of this king. Because of his family lineage, he knew, no, I have done a mistake and I am going to suffer for this. Let me face it. Then he decided that he will give up all his things, and he gave the kingdom to his son, Janmejaya, and decided to go on the bank of the river, sitting over there, waiting for the death. He never tried to hide or save himself. This is the excellent characteristics of the king. If we had that, if the rich people, they will be hiring a plane and 24 hours they will be going over there because I have so much of money, I can. That way, some different processes they may think of to save themselves. But here, the king said no. That is called Paurusha. I have done the mistake, I am going to face it. I am not going to blame anyone. And no argument. Why that man was sitting closing his eyes, I was so thirsty, he could give me a glass of water, he didn't give, so I did. Or send his soldiers to kill that Brahmana, he could do that. He didn't do that, anything. Rather, he prepared himself. And when that was happened, all these people, all the great sages, they all came. I gave you the list of names. And they all came and they were sitting near the king. Why? Because they appreciated the way the king accepted the curse of death. They didn't go to that, the Brahmana, why your son has done this, take it back, never. They rather came and they were sitting over there. The death became as if a sacrifice. So all these great sages came and sat, and not only they alone, all their followers, their disciples, they also came, a huge number of people. So naturally it was the responsibility of the king to look after them, who will feed them. So the king's son, Janmejaya, was taking care. The king himself, the Parikshit, took care whether all people are they keeping well, food and all other things are provided or not. So when we think of all this, look the courage. He is facing the death. But when all those people, they sat, suddenly they saw a young monk is coming. He is Shukadeva. We have already discussed that. When the Shukadeva came, he was very humble and very young, hardly 16 or 17 years old. And when he came, the great sages stood up and gave all respect to him. And king also went and saw that he is sitting in a comfortable way. When the Shukadeva settled, then he asked, how to face the death? Can you please tell me? Everybody knew that he is going to face having the death after 7 days. Can you save me, sir? He never did that. He never asked that question. Like how to face the death? So that was the question. So before answering that particular question, we find the great sage, he told him what happened in between Brahma and the Vishnu. Vishnu, the great Lord, he created Brahma, the firstborn, and asked him to start the creation. And the Brahma, he went again to the Vishnu and told, Lord, please reveal thyself to me so that I can concentrate my mind on that. And when I am creating so many different things I will do, the ego should not creep into my mind. It is you who is doing. Because of you only, your power that I am doing, I should not forget that. I should not forget that because of you, you have given me this knowledge, you have created me, and I am doing with your power. So no ego should creep into me. That blessings you have to give. Then only I start the work. Friends, devotees, these are the things we should learn. So when we go to the God and pray, I have got a job. My master, I have got a job. And this is a very wonderful thing that I am going to achieve in my life. But it is because of you. So please save me so that I should not go away from you. Do we pray like this? We don't remember. I have done. I have studied. I have got the good result. So I am getting the job. I am earning. I should enjoy. With this eye, we never care to know about it. Now the Brahma, he went and told, Sir, please tell me, reveal thyself unto me, so that I can concentrate my mind all the time on you and no ego should come. Why this ego? In the Christian conception, that devil, and Hindu conception, Maya. The Maya is separating us, the God and the human being. What is this Maya? Ego. And what is this ego? No one can explain. But we all having that, each and every one. All are having that ego. But where from it came, we don't know. Why it is here, we don't know. So Brahma went and asked that. In reply, the Lord Vishnu told him in 4 slokas, who is he? Why the great sage, instead of answering how to face the death, why he is narrating this portion? We will understand why he did like that. And it is called Chatusloki. Chatur means the 4. Sloki is the sloka. Chatusloki. In 4 verses. Only 4 verses. The whole Bhagavata was told. We mentioned that last time. This Chatusloki Bhagavata. And in the first, it is in the second Kando, second book, 9 chapter, 32 verse, 32, 33, 34, 35. In these 4 verses, Lord Vishnu, he is giving the whole idea of the creation and who is he. And he said, before creation, I alone was. We have to keep this word in mind. Someone is going to die and he is eager to know how to face the death. Now, who is Lord Vishnu and the sannyasin? Instead of giving the reply directly, he is telling that whole world is nothing but a Vishnu. Before creation, I alone was. The Vishnu is telling to the Brahma, who is going to create. Just before the creation, he is telling, cause and effect are not different from me. Cause and effect. What is the cause? That me. And what is the effect? This universe are not different. And that is why Swami Vivekananda said, each soul is potentially divine. It's not just making a wonderful sentence and people are thinking, oh, we are also not like that. This is the truth. And this truth is not in the Upanishad, not in the Veda, in Bhagavata, the book of devotion. In the Bhagavata, the central God is the Vishnu, and that Vishnu is telling, I alone was before creation. Now sometimes, and we always love to make it that because I love Vishnu or I am a follower of Vishnu, I always say, see, the only God was there, nothing was there. So Vishnu is the only God. It's not like that. It's all pervading. When there was nothing, how the conception of Vishnu will also come? It is not. So only that consciousness, all pervading everywhere. Cause and effect are not different from me. After dissolution, I alone exist. So the creation, it is coming again, dissolution, it is going back. And in the dissolution, it is also inevitable. It is individual life, it is death. And for the whole universe, it is dissolution. Same thing. And in the death, where we go back to our source. And in the dissolution, what happens? All those things go back to the source. But in between, because of our desire, the karma phala, the individual self, instead of going to the source, they go on traveling here, there, in different places. And that's why so many varieties of things are happening in our life. So before the creation, I alone was, the cause and the effect, it was not different. And after dissolution, I alone exist. This universe is also myself. Now the answer has been given already. So what is that you are talking about? What is this question you are thinking? You are the same Supreme Vishnu. And that Brahmin boy who cursed you, also the same. And the snake who is coming to bite you, also the same. Maranare tuhu mama shyama shaman. In the Rabindranath he said, you are just like my God, Shyama. Because the love, he is loving, embracing the death. And that is the courage. And not that I have to go and commit suicide, but when that comes, when the problem comes, with great calm, composed mind we are accepting. And that is the first sloka of the Chatusloki. And it says, the universe is also myself. Everything that you see is nothing but the manifestation of the Vishnu. This is the viewpoint of the, if we say, dualist. But the Advaitin they say, Ishavashamidam Sarvam. In the first verse of the Ishopanishad, this whole universe that you see is nothing but the God. And what is that God? The consciousness. In the second sloka it says, what is presented on the Atman, know that appears due to my divine power, Maya. Atman means the individual self. And on the individual self, what is presented, reflecting what? I am a man, that is a woman, I am rich, that is a poor, I am educated, and that is illiterate, and so many things. And that way we go on telling, that's called epithets. We're going on adding. And what is that? Maya. Why? Nothing is there. And when I am so proud, I don't like to meet the people and this, that, suppose there is no people, what you will do? Suppose you are marooned in an island and there is not a single soul around, what will happen to you then? So that we don't understand, that we don't think. So this is the way the Lord, He is telling, this is the truth. All that is happening within your mind, I am going to die. Can you please tell me how to face the death? The king is asking. And he said, all the changes that is happening on your mind is the reflection of the Maya. In the third verse he said, the great basic elements, the Pancha Mahabhuta, Vishiti, Apatej, Marut and Bhoma, of the nature, it combine and constitute all objects. But after creating that, it remains outside. And not that in a gross form, in a subtle form. It remains outside. Similarly, I also, after creation, I entered into it, but still I remain outside. This is a very subtle point that you have to understand. Even after the creation of the two different type of things, one is consciousness, the life, another is the inner thing, jada and chetan. In Sanskrit they say jada, this inner, chetan, the consciousness. And the jada, this body is jada, inert. But within the body there is something, consciousness is there. The scientists, they are trying to have the idea about it. The neurologists, they are trying to get an answer about it. What is this? The mixture of these and reflection of these, and all different type of answers are coming. But actually, no one knows what this consciousness is. Without the consciousness, all this thing is of no use. So that God said, I, the consciousness, entered into that inner thing, but still, don't think I'm exhausted, I'm outside. And in the last, the fourth verse, he said, a seeker after the truth should try to understand these. The Supreme Spirit is that ultimate substance. These are called the 4 verses of Bhagavatam. Chatu Sloki Bhagavata. But that's all. And when they say Chatu Sloki Bhagavata, and there will be Parayana, there will be Purna Kumbha Snana, come and donate $1,000, all people are doing Chatu Sloki. What is the Chatu Sloki? God is only there and nothing else. And the last sloka it says, you should try to understand these, otherwise you are going to go back to the circle of birth and death again and again. Sometimes some births are very happy, so we are very happy. But not that all the time we'll be happy. Like this, Parikshit, he was born, and before the birth, even the Lord Krishna, the incarnation of the Vishnu, protected him even in his mother's womb. That was the great thing that happened. We studied the story. And in the Mahabharata. And then afterwards, that great soul, the Saikhan of the great Pandavas, he made a mistake. Just because he was very thirsty, he could not control his anger. And because of that, now he is going to face the death. And then he is asking, Ata prichami sam siddhim yoginam paramam gurum purusha sriha yat karyam mriyamanasya sarvatha. In the first, the 19th verse, he is asking this. The great sage Shuka and the king Parikshit, so they are facing each other. And he is asking, oh teacher, I'd like to ask you a question. Ata prichami. Prichami means asking. Please advise me what a person should do when waiting for death. You are the yoginam paramam guru. You are the great master even of the yogis. So you are the best person to answer me. Please tell me what a person should do. Purusha se iha yat karyam mriyamanasya sarvatha. When I am going to die, that time what I should do. Then what happened? This sage, he was so happy hearing this question. Sad. Now please, what I should, what is death? This question, the great sage like the Shuka, so happy. And he said, oh, you have done a wonderful question you are asking, oh great one. And the next he is asking, let me add this question together. Yat srotabhyam ato yapyam yat kartavyam nrivi prabho smartabhyam bhajaniyam ba bruhi yadva viparyayam. In 1938 verse he said, O great one, two questions, and one question, two part. Instruct me what a person waiting for death should hear about. Repeat, do, remember, and worship. So also please tell me what he should not do. Now when we become elderly, that's Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna is telling, instead of going to any holy place or trying to practice the holy thing, they will simply play the card and spend their time. When you are asking what you are doing, no, I cannot sit idle, so playing the cards. So that is called samsari. Why samsari? Because even a little light has not come into his mind. It's so dark. The whole mind is dark. He's constantly that is sufficient for me. And eagerly again, sometimes grandchild. So grandchild, she will grow up and she will marry and I like to come as her son. Think of it, the desire. Never think, why should I have to come? Can't I be free from this body and mind? It never comes into the mind. That is the way. So, he is asking, but this man is asking the two questions. First, can you please tell me, advise me, what a man waiting for death should do? And then elaborating, what type of thing I should hear, I should see, I should discuss, and repeat again and again, and also what I should not do. He is not telling I, he is telling those who are facing the death. And this important, that recently, one of our nuns, she passed away. And before that, when she was in that condition, the doctors told, now there is nothing, she is going to, within 1 or 2 hours, she is going to give her life. Then the other nuns went over there and one tried to talk to her. Do you remember that what we did and all that time? Even in that condition, she showed her hand, don't talk about that. Forget about all those things. Alertness was there. Then another nun started chanting the name of God and singing, and her face lighted up. She was accepting those, she was happy, and she was listening to those holy names continuously going on. I have seen one of our Swami, the great Swami he was, Vivekananda. He wrote How to Control the Mind, How to Meditate, etc. I translated that book from English to Bengali. So that Vivekananda ji suddenly went into coma and there was no sense, but anyone coming and whispering, Swamiji, I have brought Charanamrit, the holy water from Belur Math. Immediately he will open up his mouth to receive that. And when the doctors are trying to feed him, he won't take. But when the Charanamrit, immediately, and we noticed when there is no other function, but his hand was going on, counting. That means japa was going on inside. Another soul, many of you must be knowing, he declared, after 103 or 105 years, he told, now it is enough. I am going to die on so and such date. All people started meeting and all that. He said, okay, now I have lived my life. I have no other desire. Complete. And that particular day and the specific time, he passed away. And here in Hollywood, the founder, we can say, Swami Prabhananda ji, when he declared the 4th of July, I am going to die. Because this is the 4th of July is a great day for the Americans. And when he came to America, he said, now from to this moment, I am American. No connection with India. And all the young Swamis who came, he used to say, forget India, become Americans, love everything that is American. And before death, he said, I am going to die on 4th of July. And before death, suddenly, he was, an unconscious type. So he suddenly asked his assistant, tell me when it is 4th of July. And when that was announced to him, Swamiji, today is 4th of July. Oh, okay. Jai Thakur, Jai Ma. He passed away. So how do we explain all these things? No fear at all. So that is the practice we are going to listen from here. After listening that, sir, can you please tell me what a man should do? After hearing that question, the great Shuka said, Bariyan eshate prasna, krito lokahitam nripa. Oh Nripa, oh king, your question is really excellent. Why? The answer to this question will give lot of benefit to this world. Loko ritam. For the benefit of the other people, you have asked this question. He knew he is a great person. So he is not asking for himself, he is asking for everyone. He was not at all afraid. And that is the reason he left everything and he came on the bank of the river, waiting for the death, completely free of any fear. Even then when he asked that, he understood, the Shuka, the sage understood and appreciated Bariyan eshate. Bariyan is the highest, in the supreme, so Bariyan. Bariyan eshate prasna. Your question is supreme, the great, excellent question. Then the Shuka, after appreciating the question, he is going on telling what one should do. Majority of the people are deluded by the Maya. Now if they hear this, if they listen to this, if they read this, if they remember this, that will help them. So he said, Kriti loko hitam. Nripa means king. O king, you have done loko hitam. And after describing the futility of the worldly life, I am not quoting those verses. Then in 2-3 verses, the Shukadeva said, see how people are spending their time. And if you read the Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna, the same way Sri Ramakrishna is also describing. When I was traveling in Calcutta, he is telling to someone, Sri Ramakrishna, I saw everybody's concentration is on the belly, all the time thinking about food, how to earn and all that. No one is thinking anything higher. So, Sri Ramakrishna in a rustic way, from the village, he explains that. So sometimes some people, they say, oh my God, why is he telling like that? He was not bothering about whether you will like it or not. And he was from the village, in that village fashion he said, and very straight way he said, all of you are surviving. Why the belly, he said? Because most of us, we live only for food and comfort, which is actually characteristics of the animals. The animals only 2 things. They need the food and they are afraid of death, fear. So they will eat a little and then immediately they will observe if anybody is coming to attack them or not. That too. And no other instinct. So that's why. And now he is telling, this is the 2nd Kando and 1st chapter, 5th verse. Tasmat Bharata Sarvatma Bhagavan Isharo Harihi Srotapya Kirtitavyascha smartavya ichchata abhayam. Ichchata abhayam. He never said that Amrit. He said, if you want to be fearless, ichchata, if you want, abhayam, fearless, then what you should do? O Bharata, the icon of the Bharata's line. Why he said Bharata? That, that the great king Bharata, so from whom the name Bharatvarsha came, Shakuntala and that. So that Bharata. So that is the lineage. So he is telling the O Bharata, Tasmat, Bharata, all-pervading spirit, Sarvatma. Atma is the spirit, the soul. Sarvatma, all-pervading spirit, and the omnipotent Lord of all. And also Bhagavan, Ishara, Hari. The two things he is telling. One, he is all-pervading. How? As a spirit, as a soul, as the consciousness. Actually, the people who are following the path of knowledge, Jnana Marga, they concentrate on that. And at the same time, same person, same spirit, all-pervading spirit, the Brahman, he is also taking the form, and he is Hari. And this Hari, who is that? Bhagavan, Ishara. So utilize these two words, omnipotent Lord, all-powerful Lord, he is the Hari. About him, Srotavya, you must hear about him, listen about him. Then Kirtitavya, you must praise, you must appreciate those things. And also Smartavya, remember always japa. You must go on taking the name of that Lord. If you want abhayam, if you want fearlessness. Why did he use the word fearless? Abhayam sarva bhuteshu, etc., etc. They say this abhaya means I am giving the assurance that from me nothing wrong is going to happen. And here this abhaya means I am not afraid at all. Why? Because I know I am not going to die. I am as it is, So this form will change, but I will be as it is. So that's why abhaya. What is the great fear? Death. And when that fear is gone, what remains? Abhaya. So no problem for him. Swami Vivekananda came to America, and when he was traveling someplace in Texas, he was delivering a talk, and some of the cowboys came and they told, "Are you not fear of death?" He said, "No. I'm immortal." Actually, let us try. Immediately, without giving him any caution, they started shooting. Of course, they knew how to do, and the bullets were passing through on his head, on the top of his head and at the side. They didn't see, they didn't notice that Swami Vivekananda blinking or showed the expression of fear. Nothing was there. So that fearlessness, that is called Vedantin. Here he is telling that if you like to be fearless, and there is no other way but only these three. What? Srotavya. And when you go to the teacher of the knowledge, Srotavya. And they say only three things are there. You have to hear, you have to go on pondering, and you have to meditate. Nididhyasitavya, meditate. So these are the three steps, three ways, but the path of knowledge, they always practice. Srotavya, mantavya, nididhyasitavya. That is the path of knowledge. But the devotion, Now for the devotion is, you hear about God and then you must sing the glory. Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna is telling, today I will go to the Bengali Association to speak on that particular topic, advice to the householders. Sri Ramakrishna's advice to the householders. And this is very simple way he is telling, you must hear the name of God first, about Him. And then you should go on remembering whether what he said is correct or not. And then afterwards, you must appreciate those things is correct. It can be. Because you are pure. Then only you can appreciate it, otherwise not. And finally comes three steps. Here we find that the Shuka is saying Srotabhya, Kirtitavyascha, that you must go on thinking about the glory of the God, Smartabhya, and also you must go on repeating and repeating. But both are the ways. These three steps, the Jnanis and the Bhaktas are utilizing. This is the beauty of the Bhagavata. There's some people, they only tell the Bhagavata means devotion. And here the Supreme God is the Vishnu. And okay for them, but in reality, those who are following the path of knowledge, they can also follow. So that is the advice. And the beauty is when you know that God is all pervading, but at the same time, if you have some conception of God, it helps you to concentrate. That is the reason. Bhaktanam anukampartam brahmana rupa kalpana. Kalpana means imagination. And rupa means the form. Whose rupa? The Brahman. Who is the Brahman? All-pervading consciousness. Why he is taking the form? Only to help the devotees who won't be able to understand that all-pervading consciousness, that concept won't come. But when you say that this is the Lord Vishnu, Shankha Chakra Gada Padmadhari, and each this symbol is having some meaning, he is creating, he is preserving, he is destroying, we can imagine it. And that way he is telling, and in the next, for all spiritual aspirants, whether they follow the method of intellectual self-analysis, this is the Jnana Marga, and he mentioned, I am not quoting that particular verse, Samkhya. Samkhya means those who are following the path of knowledge. But Samkhya, there is a separate philosophy is there, Samkhya. But this Samkhya means the path of knowledge. And then it says, or the path of action, yoga, consisting in the discharge of duties without attachment, swadharma parinishtaya, the goal of human life, that which is the God, realization of the God. Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna in his first advice he said, Ishwar labh manushya jivane uddeshya. The goal of human life is to realize God. Why? That is the question that one should ask to oneself. Do I really need God? And if I need, for what? To protect me from all the different things, and so that I can be successful everywhere? That is a different thing. And you need a personal bodyguard. Okay, the God can be your personal bodyguard. And some people, they let the time be. Now, this moment I am in difficulty, please come and help. And if you help me, okay, I can also give you something like some gold or some fruits. Many people, they do like that. When my prayer has been answered. If it is not, then I am not going to visit your temple. And if somebody says not this temple, another temple, the God is very powerful. Just go and pray, and then all people will run over there. If you only go and, nowadays it is so easy that if you just send out that I went to the Vedanta society and all my prayer has been answered, then we have to increase the chairs. All people will come. But after 1 month, when the answer is not there, they'll say, hey, what is this? Again, another message will go. Don't go over there. No prayer, get the answer. So ranking. So we go on giving the ranking. So 1 star, 2 star, 3 star services. Do you think the God will give the services like that? No, it is not. But God will give you your own idea. Who are you? That idea. Or what will happen? Oh, that joy. Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna is telling, I wish I could express the joy. From every point of from the body, as if the blood will come out. So much of joy inside, unexplicable. And how? Only to know after ourselves. So here he is telling how it is possible. Those who are following the path of knowledge, those who are following the path of action, and of course those who are following the path of devotion, all can follow these 3 things. Here, then ponder over that, and then meditate on that. These 3. And afterwards he is telling, Swadharma Parinishtaya. In the Bhagavad Gita also we find, Sadharme Nidanam Sriya Paradharma Bhayava. One should not take up the other's religion. Sometimes some people say, once you have become a sannyasi, the ideology that you have accepted to love each and everyone without any discrimination. Another day, one family came. The gentleman is good. Whole family was also, they were feeling a little shy. And he was telling, I cannot agree with you, Swami. All should join the politics and all. And particularly you are a Hindu, you should join the camp of the Hindus, etc., etc. Thank you. But the problem is, now there is no time left for me to do all these things. The only thing that I have taken up, let me finish. So this way, we are all the time thinking the Swadharma. What is the Swadharma? If we practice the Swadharma, a wife, she has a Swadharma. A husband has a Swadharma. Father, mother, children, teacher, and each and every places, they call it walks of lives. Each and every one is having his Swadharma. Only perform that, you will see the life is so wonderful. And what will happen if you practice that? Your mind will become tranquil. Become, no, I have done my job, that's okay. So many people are doing, this lady, she is taking care of the house, again going out, and she is doing so many, don't compare. I didn't get the job, no problem, I am looking after my house. I have got a job, but I have to go because I have to support my family, I do that. So this way, whoever, wherever, in whatever capacity, be happy. And I am performing my duty 100% dedication. What will happen? Your mind will be tranquil, calm. Otherwise, comparing with others, what will happen? All the time in the mind, the waves will be there. Oh, I could also do like that if I got that opportunity. Oh, this and that. Then someone, she loves to sing, she will say, there is no one here to appreciate my song. Then I said, don't bother about that, go on singing. No problem. You sing for yourself and get satisfied. When Ramprasad used to sing, the great sage, he never sang for others, he sang for himself. And if you can do that for yourself. When I am talking or giving the lecture, if I am myself is satisfied, so many people have come, you people have, there was Swami, direct disciple of Sri Ramakrishna. When he went to give the lecture, there was not a single soul. He closed his eyes and meditated on God and delivered the lecture for 1 hour, and with great satisfaction he was coming out. Then someone told Swamiji, there was no one. And why you spoke like that? Oh no, I never spoke for them, for myself. I am so satisfied. And there were listeners. Whether I was telling the right thing or not, my God, Sri Ramakrishna, Mahasharada, Swamiji, always present. So we listeners are always there, no problem. So that is called the sadhana. Or otherwise, the dissatisfaction will come. When Swami Vivekananda gives the lecture, the whole hall is full. And it becomes so difficult for others also to come. And now, when I, Ramakrishnananda, the wonderful name I have got in the name of Guru, nobody is there, shall I cry? Satisfaction. And this is the secret of Swadharma. This is, I am what I am. This is my capacity, O my Lord. And when I am telling this, doing this to the extent best to my capacity, what else I can do? Swadharma paranishtaya, parinishtaya. Perfectly the nishtha, the goal of human life is to realize the God. Oh, the repetition of the holy name of God is the best way for all. He said, Etan nirvittamananam ichchatam akuto vayam yoginam nripa nirnitam hare namanukirtanam. In the second kando and first chapter is the 11th sloka. It says what Sri Ramakrishna said. Very simple, effective. But people won't take it. The when you say that what happened to you, now it's a headache, oh take this pill and it will be all right. He's not a good doctor. Good doctor must ask me, go and have this scan and these and that. Minimum 500 or the dollar bill should be there. Of course I am not paying, my insurance will pay, I am covered, no problem. Go on. And then with so many certificates when I go, he gives the same pill. And go and take that. But this doctor is very good. Sri Ramakrishna and here the Shukadeva, they're the masters. And without giving any trouble, they said, can you take the name of God? Every problem will be solved. Look at it. Only thing we need, a little faith. I need not to do anything. I can go for work, and whenever possible, I say to our devotees, when you are driving the car, take the name of God. When you are traveling, flying in the flight, 2 hours, 3 hours flight, go on taking the name of God and count. And in the 3 hours flight, I could complete 30,000. The repetition of the name of God is great. When you get down, you will see the peace in your mind. That will be wonderful. So he says, Etan nirvittamananam, the one who is renouncing, that means the path of knowledge. Ichchatam, those who are desirous, means the samsaris, the householders, those who have the desire, and also yoginam, who are withdrawing their senses. For all of them, only one pill. What is that? Hare Namanukirtanam. And the Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he introduced this, Hare Nam. This Hare, you have heard that. Hare Nam, this is the second kanda, first chapter, 11th verse, Hare Namanukirtanam. Hare Nama. So they made that Hare Nama and Kirtana. With great joy they will be singing and nothing else. What will happen? Akutu Vayam. You will be completely fearless. All renouncing monks, yogins, and also those who are having the desire only Nama Kirtanam. Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, one person came to him and said, how to control the mind? He didn't say sit over there in this posture, close your one nostril and never. He said, when your mind is disturbed, only clap your hands and sing the name of God. That's all. Clap your hands and sing the name of God, your mind will become uncontrolled. That is the way you can do that. The simple thing anyone can do. And here, when death approaching, one should not be afraid, rather with a calm mind, detach all attachment related to the body and mind. When death is approaching. So this is the advice to those who are facing the death. How to face the death? In a courageous way. When the death is approaching, oh yes, time has come, okay, I am ready. That is the way one should say. When the death has come, oh my God, I am going to die. Where are the doctors? The doctors have not given me proper medicine. I am going to die. Don't pay the bill. And all those things they are going on telling, but not taking the name of God. One person was dying and he was asking his manager, so I am going to die. What will happen to my next generations? Is there sufficient money is there? Then he said, sad, don't worry. Pass out peacefully. At least your 14th generation, whatever you have accumulated, 14th generation will enjoy. And you fool, what will happen to the 15th one? He's constantly thinking about that. He thinks that without him, everything will break down. Nothing will happen. The moment he passed out, they will for few days only they will hang his picture. Then they will say, the picture is not good. Take it back. And they will put back somewhere, nobody will notice. It goes, and that is the truth. Mahamudgara in the Shankaracharya, and every morning we are chanting, Bhaja Govindam, Govindam Bhaja Mudhamate. And here say, Antakale tu Purusha, Agate Gata Sadhasa, Chindat, Ashanga Sastrena, Sprisham Dehi, Tanu Cha Tama. Antakale cha Purusha, when the date will come, oh, what you should do? The sadhaka, you must concentrate. How? You must cut asunder all your attachments. Friends, I am telling you, a very ordinary person, he was an advocate in the Calcutta High Court. And apparently he was attached to so many things. Apparently he was so egoistic. It was so difficult to approach him and talk to him. But at his time of death, only 3 or 4 days he was lying on his deathbed, he told his son, can you bring a big photo of Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna and keep in front of me? So his head was in this way, and exactly opposite wall, that photo was hung. He used to tell, make my head little high so that I can look at it. Day and night, when he used to sleep, when nothing, all the time looking at that photo, constantly. And when the time came, he understood. His son and wife and some other relatives were there. And can I have some time? Can you all go out? They all went out, and after 5 or 10 minutes, they came back and they saw he had passed away. But eyes are fixed on that photo. It was not closed. Antagale, the Purusha agate gata sattvasaha chittantam. He was cutting asunder all this my wife, my child, my these and that, all those things he cut asunder. No, I cannot help. So why I have to think? So that way he withdrew and he tried again and again to concentrate your mind on the divine form of God. That will generate devotion in the mind. And that is the aim of that particular advice. Try again and again to concentrate. Try again and again to concentrate. Abhyasa, abhyasa, abhyasa. When we sit for first time, 5 minutes is sufficient. And then we like to get up. And after 10 minutes, all the knees are paining. And after 15 minutes, whole body is paining. And after 20 minutes, I remember, oh my God, I have a great job I have to do. And then I go out. It's so difficult to sit for 1 hour. But try to practice slowly, slowly, slowly. And then one thing will come. Fearlessness. And when the death will come, the last inevitable thing that will come to our life, at least I am not afraid. You can say, oh, I am not afraid. Because I have completed all my duties, I am free from all that. No bondage. And suppose there is something that still you feel that you should do, in that case you can say, when I was not in this world, things were moving. When I won't be here, things will be moving. So why I have to think in this way? Why withdraw yourself? Baba. Let us chant this. Yam Brahma Varuna Indra Rudra Marutaha Stunnanti Divyai Stabai Vedai Sangha Padakramopanishadai Gayanti Yam Samagaha Dhyanavastita Tadgatena Manasa Pashyanti Yam Yogino Yasyantam Navidu Sura Suragana Devaya Tasmai Namaha. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om.